Hey everyone, Pat Mesiti. Normally don't come out on a Saturday evening. About to go out and have dinner with a family, but I've just been thinking about the project and the pathetic response by the so-called fundamentalist Muslim anchor of the show. I've been thinking, and here's my thoughts. Why would you on live television, if you were so offended by this demonic, evil grooming, who, by the way, Channel 10 is owned by the US, just in case you didn't know that, why didn't you say something up front right then and there? I'd also like to ask him a question. Why is it when it comes to people like Salman Rushdie, you're such an avid defender of your faith, you say nothing of the fact that I think Salman was stabbed in public. Also, on top of that, his translator, his Japanese and Italian translator were both stabbed. One of them was murdered. And can you just explain to me the delightful screams of laughter and glee from your co-host, at why no point did any of you on live television, which of course we all know really isn't exactly live, you said nothing. But then you come out with this lame duck apology, which is not an apology, because your apology basically was not recanting anything, did not take back anything, and on top of that, that apology was explained by you just can't help live television. Well, now one of your comedians or special guests has come out and said that the project is one of the most scripted shows on television. So Ali or Wali Wahid, I actually don't even acknowledge you. I know people in Melbourne that know you. They really don't find you a very nice person. But you come across with this half-hearted apology. Now, I believe there's a march coming in Sydney where both Christians and Muslims are joining together to come against this grooming, because that's what it is, grooming of our kids. If that march on the 18th of March is on in Sydney, I'm going to be there. I think that the project should be scrapped. Their apology was lame. Piers Ankerman did a brilliant article in the Daily Telegraph today. A brilliant article. None of their, or Sarah's, explosions of glee and laughter made sense. And then the lame duck apology. At that point, as the leader, as the anchor, you didn't correct him. You didn't say that was offensive. You didn't say that was out of line. You said nothing. Now let me remind everybody about silence. Silence is a friend of oppressor. Silence actually is an encourager of perpetrators. Silence basically is backing. We know in the scripture that Peter denied Jesus 3 times, but John the Beloved was there and he denied him with silence. Silence empowers ideologies and oppression. And Ali, you had your shot right there on the project that night to make a correction, but you didn't. It wasn't until the backlash, oops, we better save our behinds, that you decided to say something. The apology was worthless. It was useless. It was heartless. It was pure verbal rhetoric to basically save their jobs and their show. I, for one, want to continue this basic march against the project, and all shows like that want to vilify Christ, and yet it seems like other religions that would burn your building down. I dare this ning nong that you had on get up and say something about Muhammad. I dare him. Put him on the show next week. Put him on the show next week. Make him make fun of Muhammad. I dare you. Come on, you're supposed to be equity people. Bring him on. Bring him on and let him have a go at your religious leader, your prophet, his book. And let's just see what happens. The problem is you won't, because you're spineless, you're out of character, you're anti-Christian. And yet let me remind you that the very freedoms you stand under in this country are basic Christian values. I normally don't come on a Saturday night and talk like this. We try to have a break. But the article by Piers Ankerman on the Daily Telegraph really stirred my heart. Anyway, tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, I'm going to talk about recovering all. The enemy is a liar. He comes to rob, steal, kill, and destroy. And tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Brisbane time, 9 a.m. Sydney, we're going to be speaking about recovering all. This is our moment. This is our chance. And as far as the project, keep the phone calls going, keep the emails going, keep the petitions going. If there is a march on the 18th in Sydney, I think we should all turn up there, whether we're Catholics, Pentecostals, Baptists, Anglicans, Muslims, whatever you are, because the attacking of one faith attacks us all. And we've basically got to say enough's enough. Anyway, I hope this inspires, challenges, and motivates you. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. God bless everybody.